Good morning from the very wet top deck of the Norwegian Spirit.
We are officially in Milford Sound and wow, it is beautiful. It is such like rugged landscapes, but we are covered in rain and mist, which kind of adds to the effect.
Do you hear that?
Yeah, what is that?
It's like cracking. There's waterfalls everywhere. We woke up, turned the TV on and saw that the boat was almost in here, so we freaked out, got ready as quickly as we can.
Definitely didn't wear the right attire.
Did not wear the right thing. But there's already so many people up here. They opened the front of the ship for the first time, so everyone just clamoured in.
Today we are in Milford Sound, Dusky Sound and Doubtful Sound.
All the sounds.
All the sounds. But I'm freezing, I need a hot cup of coffee. That looks good.
Emily's right, hot cup of coffee. It's gonna be very nice.
Still doing that thing where we take the stairs. We've decided to escape the cold outside and run into windows for breakfast, and we got so lucky with one of the huge windows again. So I'm very happy. This is a pretty great place to de-thaw with some hot coffee. It's freezing out there. I really underestimated the weather. I feel like a drowned rat.
Literally forgetting to eat my food because I'm looking at these waterfalls going by. It's so beautiful. So Milford Sound is considered the gem of the Fiordland National Park and actually is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's only 9 miles long, so we've actually been and gone through it while we're at breakfast.
I didn't realise it was that little or that we'd be going that quick.
Yeah, I thought we might stop in there for a little bit, but there's a cruise ship behind us like chasing us, so we are flying through.
We have about 3 more hours until our next sound, so... Okay, this was a nice idea. This is so nice. First time using the hot tubs and no one's using them because it's all rainy and misty outside. Thanks.
Definitely worth it. And we almost didn't do it. We are completely freshened up. Time for lunch.
Change of plans. We're in Doubtful Sound.
They seem to have called this like an hour early. We were literally just about to sit down for lunch, but we would have been eating food through another sound. I'm glad we came out here instead. We just saw a rush of people going outside. We just followed them. It's beautiful. This one is apparently Doubtful Sound. It's the second of 3 that we're going to visit today. There are just countless waterfalls everywhere. We are definitely not dressed appropriately for this. We've been using sound and fjord interchangeably, and technically we've been sailing through fjords, even though they're all named sounds. The naming difference pretty much comes down to the way that they're formed. Sounds are formed with rivers running through them, which is how they thought all of these beautiful landscapes were formed back in the day, but later technology, they figured out that it's actually giant glaciers moving the earth and moving mountains that's formed all of this.
Crazy.
Which classifies them as fjords.
I got it wrong 3 times in a row. It is still super misty and rainy, and I'm pretty sure there's thunder and lightning happening, but it's sort of adding to the ambiance, and it means that all of the waterfalls, instead of just trickling or being dried up, they're like...
We've seen one that's blowing literally to the side.
Time for lunch.
And that is Dusky Sound. Now as we enter and sail in and cruise in inside Dusky Sound, and remember that we do have a lot of open areas for you to enjoy this scenic cruising, whether the weather is like this I mean, it is Mother Nature after all, right? So we hope that you do enjoy your afternoon in Dusky Sound.
We have made it to the third of the sounds, Dusky Sound, and the weather is really on our favour here. This is the most isolated of all three, and the sun and the beauty, oh, so happy.
This fjord, Dusky Fjord, got its name by Captain Cook, who sailed here in the 1700s, and apparently there's evidence of the place where they docked and they stopped to read the stars to navigate a bit better. I don't know if we're going to see that. We're very lucky if we recognize that. But the clouds have lifted a little bit for us here, and you can see this forest just running over all the rocks. It's so green and lush. There's different shades of green throughout all of it. Little rock faces picking through, and of course, waterfalls everywhere. Equally as beautiful, I think.
It's probably because of the weather, but I think this one's my favourite.
Yeah, because it cleared up.
Because it cleared up, so all of the clouds have lifted and all of the birds are out. Apparently fur seals, penguins and whales are kind of common in the sounds, but because of the bad weather we haven't spotted any. Fiordland National Park.
We saw the three good ones. Milford, unfortunately, was covered by intense fog, so we didn't see much of that one.
What I really liked about today is that even though it was a sea day, it didn't really feel like it, and all of the staff were coming out and taking photos. I just think that's so cool. Next stop, Dunedin. I don't want to be done with the Fiordlands.
I do apologise if almost all of this vlog is just B-roll of the different fjords, but that's what we were looking at, so that's what you're going to look at.
So this, oh, it's so rainy.